What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Sherlock Holmes crimes and punishments. Man, the last case, we got it right. We got it right. I was so tempted to start the new case right away, but I had to wait. I waited a day, and now I'm ready. So we're gonna hop right into this. Hopefully we can do good on this one too. We got all the clues, we got the right suspect. I feel like I made the right moral choice. But we're just gonna hop right into the second case. Riddles on the rails. So something with the train.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Hmm.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. Certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Alright, so we met Mycroft, aka Sherlock's brother, which I honestly didn't know he had a brother, but you learn something new every day. Okay, so well, I guess are we gonna talk?
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Let's see if this lady's in this window again. She is in a window. Get me out of here.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for
I
the
just had to click on
station.
her door. I spent time looking around, seeing if I could find a phone. 1 week later.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight, it's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
The next morning, very early. Oh, okay, so...
Well, here we are again.
Alright, no clues to investigate. I knew that. I was just... solve the mystery of the vanished train. Inspect the rails where the train vanished. Alright.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Yeah, but I want to look around also. Okay, imagination talents help you to visualize.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Empty bottle.
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
What's that?
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
Okay.
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Alright, station master. So we're just in here, huh? So we're just walking into people's offices? Okay, so telegraph.
A telegraph.
Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at the Bridlington station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Alright, train composition.
Here is the train set.
Maybe I should have read that. Okay, Nottingham, London. Train liner number 324. Composition, locomotive, coal car, first class car, postal wagon, special wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson. Second class car.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Can I go in one of these other doors down here? Oh, who's this? Station manager.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Okay, we found a junk pile.
This part is
spare
probably from a
parts.
locomotive. An old locomotive bell. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Wait, what did I say? Some evidence can only be used with what?
Holmes, how is it even
not looking.
possible for a train...
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
All right, let's do the rundown. Did I miss something? Wait, what am I missing? Honorary badge. Wedding ring. Okay, I'm missing something. Okay. I was like, wait, I just went over this. Okay, information about the train.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Oh, got that already.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Alright, what about a map?
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
The map, right here.
This map will be useful.
Alright, alright, so I got a map. And so I can find out what the special wagon was carrying. We have to meet this Robinson guy, right?
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
All right,
See you later, my good man.
let's go. Bridlington Station. Back up. Okay. Hey, we made it. Well, that's Mr. Robinson. Let's talk to this guy.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
What's going on, sir? Alright.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, okay. Miss Robinson, I'll be back for you.
A telegraph.
I'll just mosey on in here. Because why not? You got anything on your desk?
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
First of all, get the rundown on you.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Alright, anything else?
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Alright, so Chesterfield Leve Station. What? A gap in the floor. Anything else in here? Okay.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. The policy partially covers the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount of sort of thing is that. Okay. Alright, Mr. Robinson, let's talk.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Alright, let's look at this dude. The Australian hat. Expensive clothes. Alright.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
Alright, let's see.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
How much is it worth?
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Alright, insurance.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Important grip
I
sack.
see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Alright.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Well, you stay there then. I'm gonna go take a look at your suitcase. Right? Oh yeah. What's in here?
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Alright. Ooh, another puzzle. Alright, so... Let's see. Is there even a line here? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I wonder. There we go. Let's see.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
Okay, so this is an exclusive sales contract.
An exclusive sales contract.
Regarding the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying electricity in an autonomous way. Edmonton Electric Company, the buyer, understands that they are purchasing this device as is and are in agreement.
Mr.
Thomas
Robinson
L.
is the seller.
The seller is not responsible for any problems that may arise with the prototype after the purchase, whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time of purchase. The buyer is obligated to make payments in amounts of 10% of the prototype price in advance upon signing the contract. The remainder should be transferred within 1 month. Okay. So this is an exclusive
Yet another
sale contract.
exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
Very. Alright, so let's put together some clues. I'll try to go a little bit slower and show more of my process on how I do my deductions. And it's very simple, you know? I just click, 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 click. That's honestly how I do it, honestly. Okay, accident. The Chilean stayed in the train was just a coincidence. The train conductor overlooked them. The director of the Chilean company were intentionally left on the train. I think they were intentionally left. Alright, nope. How do I get rid of it? Okay, so prototype. Special wagon. This is literally how I do my deductions in the beginning. Until things become more clear, Robinson's motive, the loss of the property, will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. That's from even though he planned this fraud, he has lost far more than he could gain. The insurance would not cover the total cost of the prototype. We're gonna figure more of this out later. And then that's nothing. Okay. So that's basically how I do my deductions. Let's take a step outside. Alright, so I'm actually going to end this episode here. I'm already running a bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.